Somebody just laid a little layer on top of the truss cords, on the top of the truss cords. It's a little unusual.
Right.
It's a little bit helpful, but it's not thick enough to really have been worthwhile, unless it's just shrunk so much in the years. It needs that new insulation. I mean, that's what it just boils down
So
to.
you could really just add blow in on top of it, really, or
Yeah,
you could
and
lay in on top of it.
Well,
You wouldn't
here's,
have to
okay,
remove.
let's go ahead and just say, what's the best scenario and what's just the practical scenario.
Right.
Okay, best scenario,
Pull it out and
pull it out. The advantage to pulling it out is then you see all the penetrations. You go in and that includes all the, where all these walls are. See, if you point over this way here, any interior wall that's in here, wherever that's coming up, then you would have access to it. You could foam all those penetrations there, because behind that drywall where it connects up there, there's definitely air coming down. So that's how you're getting air into the outlet, the switches in the walls there. So then you could seal everything, and you could put at the end there, you could put in baffles, so that that way you still get the ventilation up over the top of the baffle to the ridge line, and then blow in insulation. You could either blow it in, or you could even use like 1 or 2 inches of high density foam. That'd be like really sweet. And then come back in and blow the rest in. But that's, most people are going to go that trouble. They're just going to come back and use sort of a blown in fiberglass insulation. Now, practically, what most people are going to do, they're just going to go in there. They're just going to add another 10 to 12 inches of insulation on top of that. It's going to help immensely, but not as good as if somebody took the time to go around, crawling around every single penetration and sealed everyone from on top. So it's up to you, what you know. I mean, that seems like the house is well built, probably lasts another 50 or 100 years, so it's worth an investment, but is someone willing to work to make that investment? That's what people have to decide. They're just trying to get, by just putting insulation, they're going to save some, money. It's going to make their house more comfortable. But if you really want to seal it, somebody's got to go up there and pull everything back. And to go up there and try to find all of the door, where all the, to have somebody crawl around, you could pay somebody a couple days. They could go up with what's already existing there, and with flashlights and knowing how to get around and get in there and to find everywhere all the light, every penetration comes through the ceiling. So lights, registers, attic accesses, anything, and they could go around and seal all them off. And while they're doing that, they also look for the edges of the house where the drywall meets the framing and the inside partitions on both sides, and seal that off as well. Any plumbing lines or electrical lines that they see coming up through the ceiling, they seal around that, around the air handler. Then you can pay somebody for a couple days to go around and do that, and leave the insulation up there, and then come back and put insulation in. So that's another choice. I know it's complicated, but that's what you run into. So.